Hey there, Jenny with At Home Ministries, proclaiming the love of Jesus to you this morning. So, have you ever felt like God had let you down? I remember a time years ago, I was singing in a worship service, and the song King of My Heart is what we were singing. And it's one of my favorites, but there's a place in it where it goes into saying, you're never going to let me down. You're never going to let me down. You're never going to let me down. And I have just had this relationship with God that I'm really honest with him. He already knows our thoughts anyway. He already knows our feelings, those deepest thoughts and feelings that maybe no one else does. He already knows. So I remember standing there, and I stopped singing for a few minutes, and I began to have a conversation, and I said, Lord, I'm struggling singing this song that you never let me down when I feel like you have. And I had a few things on my mind at that time. And in a moment, I felt like he gave me an totally different, no, I didn't just feel like it, he did. He gave me a totally different perspective. It was like all of a sudden I was brought up above the globe, and I could see the United States of America, where I'm at. And from one coast to the other, it was like there was two dots. And then all of a sudden I saw a dashed line connecting those two dots. And if you've never experienced that, for me, in that moment, I had an understanding of what God was saying to me through that picture. He was giving me a heavenly perspective from above, excuse me, where I was, in between where I was and where I was going, that's where I was. I was in the in-between, and I didn't see how it was going to end up. I could only see, excuse me, what I was experiencing right then. And what I sensed him speaking to me was that it's all going to work out. When you get to that end point, you're going to be able to look back and see that I never let you down. There was pain, there was sorrow, there were joys, and there were many great things. But in those times when you feel like I've let you down, you're going to see that I didn't, that I was there with you, that I helped you through it, and that those moments actually were a part of the greater picture. And so I wanted to just share that. It's been stirring in my heart for quite some time. And I wanted to share that so that it can bring encouragement to you. That if in this time or in future times, you're feeling like, geez, God, like, where are you? And you're feeling like maybe he's let you down. He hasn't. He's faithful to, what's it say? That he's faithful to 1,000 generations. His loving kindness is faithful to us. He sees us through. While we're on earth, we're having an earth experience, and there are troubles. Jesus said it, that there's tribulation that we'll face in this world. But then he said in John, I think it's chapter 17, when he said that, it could be at the end of 16, but he said, but I have overcome the world. And if he's living in us, at home inside of us, we can take courage knowing that whatever we're facing, whatever might seem like a disappointment, he's already overcome it, and he's going to show us a way through. And then when we get beyond it, when we get to that end place, we're going to be able to look back, and we're going to be able to say, I understand now. So I encourage you in the Lord to hold fast to Jesus and hold fast to his promises, even if you're not seemingly seeing them right now. He's there, and he's with you, and he's going to see you through. He will not let you down. Just keep holding on to him. So At Home Ministries is all about remembering to stay at home in Jesus as you have welcomed him to live at home in you. He wants you to be his dwelling place, and he wants you to dwell in him at all times. So God bless you. Until next time.